Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a random review. I'm Random Ross and today I review Creature Commandos. So this is an animated action, adventure, black comedy, drama, science fiction, fantasy, superhero series written and created by James Gunn based off the DC characters, and it stars Indira Varma, Sean Gunn, Alan Tuki or something, Zoe Chow, David Harbour and Frank Grillo. So this is the first installment of James Gunn's DCU. As you know, they did away with the DCEU because it had more flops than hits. James Gunn, after the success of the Suicide Squad, Warner Brothers and DC hired him after he finished Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and is now the co-CEO of DC Studios and is running the show, dropping Superman, that he's made later this year in the summer, which I think actually looks good and can't wait to see that. But in the meantime, he's giving us a little taste of what he's got for us in the DCU. And he's dropped this animated series. So, the premise is after the events of the Suicide Squad 2021 and the first season of Peacemaker, which he's actually keeping canon within his DCU. So, don't think of 2021's The Suicide Squad as a sequel / reboot in the DCEU Suicide Squad. I'm choosing to think of this as its own movie and the first installment in James Gunn's DCU. So, for all we know, the DCU started, 4 years ago now. Because he's keeping Peacemaker going. So yeah, sure, why not? Amanda Waller. So it says here, Amanda Waller assembles a Black Ops team of monsters led by Rick Flag Sr., because Rick Flag Jr., he gets killed in the Suicide Squad, so it's following on from that. And we have characters in there. We have the Bride of Frankenstein. We have G.I. Robot. The Bride is voiced by Indira Varma. And we have Sean Gunn voicing G.I. Robot, a World War II Nazi hunting robot, and Weasel, which he did actually provide the movements for in the Suicide Squad film. We see Weasel back in this, because we all know he didn't die in the Suicide Squad. Also, we see Dr. Prosperous, voiced by Alex Tukey, and we get Clayface added in there too, which I believe is meant to be the same one from the Harley Quinn animated series. We get Zoe Chow as Nina Mazursky, who is like a fish-like woman. And we then get David Harbour in there as Eric Frankenstein's creature, who has an obsession with the Bride and spends a lot of the series stalking her and trying to win her over, and she's not interested. And we also get Frank Grillo as Rick Flag in this, Rick Flag Sr., who's like sort of the leader of this team, but then gets injured, and in the final few episodes he's bedridden. And then we get some other familiar characters like Amanda Waller, voiced by Viola Davis, who we've seen in the previous movies. James Gunn's so pleased with her, he's kept her in there. And we get, so there's 7 episodes, all of them 20 to 25 minutes each, so an easy watch. I watched it all in like 2 days, and I loved it. I like the animation tone. I liked that even though this is DCU and it's animation, I think we could still see it in live action later on down the line. Depending on how good this DC universe is going to be, I think there's more to come, and I think we will see them with their voice actors in their roles. I would like that. Maybe a reference or some or future cameo. I don't know, but yeah, I liked this series. I like the dark humor. I like the comedy. I like the visuals, I like the voice cast, I love James Gunn's writing, and how he's already, I think, done a good job of DC better than the previous installments. And I also liked how each episode focused on a character's backstory, how we see them become who they are. There's even a shocking moments in there, and in this, the team, are sent to protect this princess, and then realize they gotta kill her, but then they don't need to kill her, and that, and and this, despite it being animation, it's not for kids. It's got swearing in it, it's got violence, and that's what I love from James Gunn. He just goes all out there with the action and the violence, and it was fun. It was a fun series. It was short and sweet with the episodes, so made it an easy binge for me. And I believe a second season has been greenlit. Whether we'll get that, when we'll get that, I'm not sure. Maybe it'll be a year, maybe it'll be later this year. I don't know. It started on December 4th and it recently concluded last week. And it's a fun one. It's got my favourite horror elements in there, because I do love gothic classic horror like Frankenstein. And I feel that Nina's character was a huge reference to the Gill Man. And we also, Weasel was a weird character. I also like the character of Prosperous as well, how we see his backstory and his involvement with Rupert Thorne, who is a famous kingpin in the Batman Rogues Gallery. And we do see a little cameo from Batman, and I look forward to how that's going to play out. James Gunn's Batman, the Brave and the Bold, when that comes out. But up to now, the only film we've got is Superman coming out. So yes, I don't think I got a bad thing to say about this. I like the opening credits as well, how we see each character introduced, and how we get a quick glimpse of James Gunn writing and creating the show on his little laptop as well. So well done, James Gunn. I enjoyed this season, this series. So I'll give it 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 for Creature Commandos. So there you go. There's my review. Have you seen it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description, so you can check all that out. And if you love horror, I have a channel for that too, linked down below or in the cards above here. So I'll be seeing you soon. So until next time, I bid you all a goodbye, friends, goodbye. I think 2024 I've had a little good start with general films, but 2025 still going to be a year to come. See ya.